Hi, my name's Greg Parry and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Global Services and Education. Today I want to talk to you about change management, but change management with a difference. I want to talk to you about how do you do things fast, because sometimes making change fast is really important, especially in an education context. Let me put an explanation around this. Let's think about what we do as educators every day. Think about what the parents expect, what the children expect. Think about the incredibly valuable thing that you do every single day when you lead a school. We walk around and we recognize things that could be improved. And I'm not talking about the small stuff, but what about a situation where a parent pointed out to you and knew and realized that things weren't on track, that maybe a number of the teachers weren't really focused on, quality. What if things, those staff needed to be trained and developed and improved fairly quickly? We just say to the parent, hey, look, can you give me a couple of years? Can you be patient with this? Can you wait? Because I'm really concerned about making rapid changes too fast and the impact that could have on my staff. What's that parent going to think or say? Oh, that's okay. My child's going to graduate within a couple of years. You take your time. It's okay to take a little bit extra time to make these changes. Of course they wouldn't accept that. There are sometimes things that have to be done quickly because we care about kids and we're genuine and we're authentic about making a difference. So I'm not talking about making change just for the sake of change. I'm talking about those times when you know things need to change fast and how do you go about doing it. Well, I certainly had that experience earlier in my career when I was a principal. I took over from a person that had been in the position for more than 26 years. And certainly there was a lot of what I refer to as RTC factor, resistance to change, a lot of resistance in the school to making rapid change. And I guess a standard approach to move into that situation might be to say, hey, I just want to let everyone know that I'm going to take my time. I just want everyone to know that I'm not going to make any rapid changes for at least 6 months to a year. We're just going to settle in and we're just going to see how things develop and then make change gradually over time. Well, I know that's traditional change management and I know that might be the standard approach, but I certainly didn't take that approach myself. I made it clear up front in the first few weeks that the reality was things were going to change. I was a new leader with a different perspective and different values and beliefs, and I completely respected the things that had happened before me, but I was honest and authentic about the fact that you had a new leader in the school and that there was going to obviously be some changes because of my different leadership style, because of my different beliefs and values, and because I felt that that the school might need some directional changes. I also, though, what I tried to do as best I could was frame all of the change in the perspective as what was best for students and for staff. It's important that if you want to change things fast, that staff and students and stakeholders really understand what is best for improvement. Not couch it in, hey, I'm going to make this change because I want to stamp my authority on the school, but I want to make these changes because I really genuinely believe this is in the best interest of everybody. It's really hard to deny changes when it's clear to everyone that these changes are in their best interests. The other thing that I did that's important is create opportunities for staff to have buy-in to the changes. This is textbook principles of change management, to make sure staff have a chance to participate in the decisions. I've always believed that the principal or the leader of an organisation has a right to set the standards. You've been put there because you know what you're doing and you have a right to set the high standards. But I don't believe you should necessarily have a right to say how it should be done. So I think step one is to say, hey, I want high standards and these are the kind of outcomes I want to achieve. Can we talk about how best that is achieved? Can we talk about what needs to be done to achieve that? And I think that creates buy-in and respect for people who probably know more than you do about what needs to be done. The truth is they know about local context. They know about the politics within your organisation. They know what the obstacles are. They've been there a long time. So you need to give them buy-in, and you need to listen authentically to what they have to say. The other thing is, you need to be a good person. You need to be authentic. You need to be sincere. So again, it's not about asserting yourself and being powerful. It's about being a good person with values that are sincere and authentic, and making sure people understand that you're not there to destroy people or make changes that are going to hurt people. You're there to make a change that's going to make a difference. And I think that's really important. And people will see through it if you get it wrong. So make sure you're authentic about it, you're clear about it, honest, you're loyal, you have integrity, and you'll certainly have a greater chance of success. The other thing you need to focus on as well is the relationships that you're building early on. A great mentor of mine often said to me, bend, don't break relationships. So think about a green twig. You can bend a green twig and it will still continue to live and prosper and move on. But if you break that twig, then it's broken forever. He pointed out to me that there are some times with your relationships that you might let conflicts go, that you don't need to win the argument. You can bend, influence, persuade, and influence a relationship, but if it's broken, you will never have any influence again. Think about the most extreme conflicts you've ever had. There's a fair chance you don't have any more influence over that relationship going forward because you've damaged it too far. So bend relationships, but don't break them. Make sure you maintain that sense of trust, sincerity, and make sure you have a chance to talk again another day with a chance to present some kind of influence. Again, I want to stress that I completely believe in and I'm committed to change management principles. I believe that steady as she goes and being careful and calm and calculated in your processes of change is very important. There are many, and in most cases, you should take change slowly, make sure people get buy-in, and make sure you don't disrupt the organisation too much in your pursuit of making changes you think are necessary. But sometimes you need to move fast. Sometimes there are things that are so important that you can't wait or delay for that change to occur. Be clear and honest about it. Be clear about your desire to make the change, but then do some of the things that I've talked about today. I felt my change process was very successful, and I felt there was lots of rapid change that happened very, very quickly. And others might need to tell the tale about how effective I was in the process. But don't be afraid of being passionate and determined. Don't be afraid of standing up for what you believe in, being courageous as a leader and making a difference. Because children can't wait until you've got the ducks lined up. Children can't wait for you to find the right time to make that change that's going to make a difference in their lives. So be brave, be courageous, and make those changes that are going to make a difference.